Welcome to Difficult Terrain Podcast. If you don't know who we are, then you clicked the wrong episode. This is Dolph, and this is my crew: Josh, Lorna, Matt, Eric.
Hello.
Man,
thanks for tuning in.
Last week feels like so long ago, guys.
It does.
Yeah.
Does indeed.
Been a week.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It is weird.
Super weird.
For our listeners, we had a break between recording that took a little while. And so for us, we are trying to remember what game we're playing.
Yep.
We're doing good. We're going to push through. But yeah, thank you all for joining. And I did have a question for you guys.
You tend to have these a lot.
It's true.
They're good icebreakers.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is how, if you want to meet someone at a bar, you just start with any of these from any episode, and you're going to be golden.
You're teaching our listeners
I believe
something.
it.
What was I going to ask you guys?
I don't know.
I usually write it down.
Eric, let me have this moment. This is, like the report card where you're like, yeah, you get like an A in gym because everyone gets an A in gym. This is like my spot where I get an A. The rest of the episode, I'm a solid like C student here.
Unless you're introing your character, then that's another A for you.
That's true.
Yeah.
A plus plus.
A++. I do remember, guys. Do you consider yourselves to be preferably remote workers or in-person workers? We talked a little bit about this before, but what do you like? What do you prefer?
I have a feeling that everybody is lying to their employers saying that they're more productive at home, but that it's not true because I am not more productive at home at all. So for that, I like both because I get to do house stuff at home, and then obviously I get to be more productive at work. So I like both.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a really good point. I like
hybrid.
I like the hybrid approach because the days that I just have chock full of meetings, I can sit at home and not have to sit in an office and sit on meetings. So that's nice. But I'd certainly get more work done when I go into the office and I have to like type things on a computer or talk to people or whatever I do at my job. I don't really know. So,
Well, I firmly disagree. Work just got me this second monitor, which I am broadcasting from. So hello, shout out to the universe on YouTube. And I am way more productive at home, both with now the second monitor, but also just with my commute to New York City is about like an hour and a half each way. So just not having that dead time, just being able to like log in earlier and then be a little more flexible during the day, like very productive. I still recognize the need to be in the office, the impromptu kind of meetups with people and kind of striking up conversations and get to know your colleagues and team members is important. So, doing a hybrid thing and okay with it, but, love working from home.
Yeah. Josh, how about you, man?
Well, I actually don't have a job that would let me work from home. So I would love to work from home, but I don't get that option.
That is sad.
Wouldn't you be
Tough being a
distracted
truck
by
driver.
all those books behind you?
No.
Not by video games either, right?
Never. By the way, I just started playing Yakuza Like a Dragon. It's pretty solid. If anyone hasn't played it yet, I think it came out like 3 years ago.
I haven't.
It's pretty solid.
Never heard of it.
I could go on about it, but normally people don't like hear me ramble about video games. So.
I do, but...
Oh, good. Okay, well, let me talk about it. So, it's basically Dragon Quest, but you're in modern times playing as a Yakuza, or an ex-Yakuza.
Okay, so you play as a Yakuza. I can't imagine who would that upset in Japan.
But yeah, no, it's pretty solid. And I'm pretty sure it is inexpensive now because it's been a few.
Nice. Oh, fair enough.
Shout out to Dolphin 2027. He has to come back and edit that out because Yakuza is a negative word back then.
Yep.
Yep. They don't sell the game anymore.
Eric's files.
Yeah.
I am a remote worker for sure. They want us to be in the office as much as possible, but I don't. I actually get less done at work. And part is Matt. Like Matt, I've never lived close to work. Maybe if I lived 5 minutes away, that might make sense. I'll go in, be productive, But when I have to drive an hour each way, it's not worth my time. And then everybody wants to talk to you and chat and go to your desk, and I don't have time for that. So I like remote work. And in fact, so remote, I've definitely worked from the beach before. I used to live in LA. My friend has a house right by the beach. Just go work off the beach, have the ocean in the background, taking conference calls. I highly recommend it.
Should have taken a couple pictures like that and been like a stock photography like star.
Yes, exactly. And here I am. I'm working from home right now. So are you all.
You don't know this is my home.
As far as the RS is concerned, it is work.
But we don't get paid. So this is
That's true.
Is it
this is
charity?
love.
Is it charity then?
Non-profit?
Kind of
Certainly non-profit.
I don't know if we're doing things for those in need, whereas charity.
I don't know. Entertainment's kind of that way, right?
Oh, that's fair. Well, speaking of entertainment, you guys had a entertaining introduction ceremony. I don't know how much you guys remember, but you guys finished
some
off
bows.
your branch's services, and then you have a introduction ceremony where you guys go and talk about your story, how your days went, and you're introduced to all the teachers that you'll be meeting throughout your university stay, or at least some of them. And you got there, and no one was there yet, except you were ambushed by a couple gremlins, excuse me. And you fought these gremlins to great success. They were a little odd, and we had to do some editing, but they were dangerous. And you guys, I think someone went down. I haven't got to go re-listen to it. I haven't done that yet, but I think someone went down. It was a struggle, you guys, and they got away. You hurt them enough where they ran for the forest. You guys
Has
are on the
anyone
stage.
done a perception check on their motives? Or I think we may have done that, but
Yeah,
I might
recalling.
want to roll for that just because it's a little odd. I don't know if it's like another test or something. This weird school doing its weird stuff, but it might be worth a
It's fair. Yeah.
perception check.
Sense motive.
I have a +6 perception.
All right, that's what I was checking myself. Okay. All right, so they seemed intent on ruining this day. Is the best yet, but why they did it? The only thing you could perceive is that you did chase off other gremlins off the campus. Perhaps they are retaliating. They said they worked for a big, strong gremlin, if you remember. So perhaps this is that guy. Everybody's slightly hurt here, and standing on the stage, and you start in the distance you hear, "Hey, hey, hey!" And this guy in this blue shirt's running up, blue robe, and it is Teacher Odd. So he rolls up to the stage, just like any action movie for kids. They have to, the teachers and the important people and the people who can help you come just right after you
Just after.
resolve the issue.
Of course. Yeah, naturally.
So he runs up. He's like, "Hello, what's happening here? What's happening? I heard there's a tussle."
Yeah, there was a thanks for coming, teacher. There was a little bit of a fight happening. A couple gremlins decided that they didn't like the ceremony and started shooting at us and hitting us with a big hammer thing. But we scared them off just before we got here.
Gremlins. That's unusual. I've seen gremlins around the area, but not right on campus, creating a ambush for students. Do you know what they were doing here? Did they say anything?
Yeah, they said a lot. I couldn't quite put it all together exactly what they were meaning, but they certainly weren't happy with us and what we've been doing around campus and everything.
Got my robes dirty.
Zeva's that, yes. Prestidigitation. They're clean now.
Oh yeah. Klaus casts a spell on you and cleans up the dirt. A spell called Tide. He says, "Okay, I will gather some teachers to see if we can track them down. You guys take care of yourselves, heal up, maybe head back to the dorm. We'll cancel the ceremony for today."
Wait, why we
But I
can't?
hired a photographer for this.
we got all nice and dressed up for this. Why are we canceling?
He said, "Well, it's I don't think we're going to move forward till we can figure out what other dangers there might be."
Oh,
Well,
all right. I mean, I invited
this
my
going to
wife and
affect-
everything. Should I tell her to go home?
Your wife's waving over there.
Yeah.
did she just watch all that happen and do nothing?
Well, yeah. I mean, did you expect her to do something?
No, I honestly, I'm just surprised she's there.
She believes in her little man
That's fair.
and his
And
plant.
Gordy.
Yeah, exactly. Especially
Nah,
Gordy.
I think she believes in Gordy a little bit more than me.
Yeah.
Is this going to affect our schedule moving forward?
No, this should be fine. But I'm going to make my way, to grab some teachers, and we'll see if we can figure this out.
Do you think this might give us some experience points?
Yes, I would say
Just for
30
chance.
experience points each.
Oh, delightful.
Well, I'll just write that down.
All right, so he heads into the woods, and you.
They
guys
actually went the other way, teacher.
Yeah.
We kind of didn't
My
tell
bad.
you where they went, but they went that way.
Tracking's not my thing.
Yeah, I could tell.
Oh, great. I'm very skeptical about this school.
He's just not the teacher of tracking, that's all.
That's fair. I think Tracker might be.
So he heads off. He closes the scene out, and you guys. We're gonna skip some of the small stuff and any other reboot of the ceremony, but you guys go into the school year essentially. And what that means for you is that number one, you're going to need to choose your branch at the university.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to need a primary branch and a secondary branch. So Cascade Bears are about imagination. Emerald Bows are about camaraderie.
The
Rain
Cascade
Scribes.
Bears are imagination, but also like the theorists and like the scientists of magic.
Problem solvers.
Thinkers.
Yeah, so they're not just like dreamers; they're theorists.
Yep. So I'll give you some examples of each, I guess. So Cascade Bears, Mariama, I don't know if you didn't interact too much with Mariama, but she told you about the bone oil and stuff. Emerald Bows, which are about camaraderie and fellowship. Ignacy,
Yeah.
your drug dealer. He's an emerald bro. Rain Scribes. Rain Scribes are about adaptability in thoughts and deeds. And Rain Scribes include Anchor Root, Hybrim, the dwarf. Tempest Sudden Mages are about valor, physical courage, stand up for friends, for the school. And Essie is the Tempest Sudden Mage.
Well, I'm gonna second that, so I get into that siege.
There's, I mean, Tempest Sun Mages are also specifically tasked with guarding the school, right?
Correct.
Okay. And what do these entail once we pick them? Like we just learn different skills, or how does this evolve us?
Yep. So how it's going to work is that these are your majors and minors at the university.
Okay.
Essentially. So you're going to study these, and you're going to have a role for to check to level these up as you move along. Your level can never be more than your actual level. So if you're level 2 in real life like you are now, you can't be level 3 in your primary. So you begin at level 0.
And mechanically, I think you get like skills and feats out of it.
Correct. So as you level up, every level will give you something different. So
Can you tell me a little bit more about the Uzanjati, Dolph?
yep, absolutely. Sure can. Uzanjati, they're about knowledge that lives in stories that are passed down through the generations.
I can read. I just I like. So are they? I just wanted like. Are they? I don't remember interacting with it, and I was going through my notes trying to figure out who was from the Uzanjati.
It was the shortest one that you worked with. So they were the last assignment, and all they asked you to do is tell a story about your adventure so far.
Right.
If you pick the wrong major, if you pick the wrong major, you can't be an investment bank later on. So you gotta get it right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Which one makes the most money when you graduate?
Yeah.
I mean, if you wanted your primary and your secondary to be the same thing, I don't. That's up to you.
I do not.
I don't
I
think
don't recommend it. Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
you can.
I majored and minored in math.
You can just really love math.
Well, you can have different specialties, right?
Speaking of post, you get some mail, and it says you need to choose what your major and minor is in this university. You need to choose your branches at the university. And I know you guys have kind of gone through and looked at what you want to do. Did you want to share what branches you'd like to join or study for, rather?
So is vigorous. Oh,
I
just noticed a vigorous head nod from Zoe, but if Atua wants to jump in.
Yeah, but I got really good vibes from that Ignacy guy, so I think I'm gonna lead with Emerald Bows.
The Emerald Bros.
Emerald Bros. Me bros with Ignacy. Get you guys the hook up. And then as my secondary, I think I'm gonna go with the Tempest Sun Mages.
Tempest Sun Mages.
Good choices. Hang out with Essie.
Hang out with Essie.
That's gonna be secondary.
That makes sense. The Rain Scribes made me think of, what was that? What's the fraternity? The nerd fraternity? Is it Triangle or something like that?
Delta?
Is that
or Lambda? Are you talking about Revenge of the Nerds?
No, not that. There was one at my school. I just can't remember what they're called. I assume they were national. But anyway, that's what I feel like. They're the nerd fraternity, the Rain Scribes.
Oh, really? I would say the Cascade Bears are the nerd fraternity. The ones who always trying to experiment and solve problems and understand magic.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. You're probably more right.
Not nerds, are valued listeners.
I hope we have some nerds on here.
I'll be honest, the only fraternity knowledge I have is from Revenge of the Nerds, which doesn't bode well, I suppose.
That's fair. Well, I am like you, Josh. So I went to college. I didn't know what the hell a fraternity was. But my friends kept trying to bring me to these free food things, which are all fraternity giveaways. And so we walk up. And they put me in front, of course, and they were like, "Are you?" Now this is Kentucky. I should preface, so everybody has an accent. So she says, "Are you Russian?" And I was like, "Excuse me?" She says, "Are you Russian?" And my friend behind me was like, "Yes, tell her yes." I was like, "Yeah, I'm Russian." And she said, "Okay." She gives me my hot dog, and I walk away. I'm like, "What type of hell of Russian commie ass stuff?"
Wait, so this is what communism is? Free hot dogs?
Right. I was like, I'm in.
Yeah. Sign me up.
So yeah, I obviously later found out it was Russian, not Russian. But yeah, I was very confused for a short time about fraternities.
Still confused.
Yeah, still confused. Very cool. Well, I love those options. And so I'll tell you a little bit mechanically how this will work. So throughout the year, you will roll study rolls. And there's a couple different options to level these up. So the first option is to what they call study. And when you study, you pick either your primary or your secondary, and you roll against that level to see if you pass all your tests, essentially. And how it works is success. Just like everything else in PF2E, there's a range. If you succeed, you get your level. If you critically succeed, is 2 levels. If you fail, you don't get your level. And if you critically fail, here's what it says. You make a major mistake that requires you to perform remedial studies. So you have to go to summer school. Essentially, the next time you get an opportunity to attempt this activity, you must skip that opportunity to catch up. So you take the grade again. Oof. So don't critically fail, and you'll be fine.
Oh.
Yeah, no big deal. Story of this whole game.
Roll well.
Lie to Dolph.
Yeah. What's that?
It said lie to Dolph.
That's a good precedent. Yeah. Okay.
I'm watching. So, by the way, I have mailed out extra cameras to film all your dice rolling. So
I haven't gotten mine.
Oh no? Okay. I'll check your. It's in the mail, along with the check.
Oh, check. I thought this was nonprofit.
So we are going to start with that. Where your first month or two in school is pretty non-exciting. You're going to your studies every day, going home. I guess before we jump in, is there anything else you guys want to do before we get into straight studying or during that time period?
I think it's like true to form to college. Like the first week or two is just like wild, crazy parties, and then now just 2 months go by and nothing happens. We're just studying.
True to form.
You wake up hungover, and you're like, "What happened to the last 2 months?"
I definitely have secret desire to start mapping those underground tunnels for social reasons, but also just out of curiosity. Mostly social.
Mostly social. So yeah, and as you've lived there for a while, you do see there is so over time, you see students disappearing. Let me move all you guys at once. How about that?
Students disappearing?
Yeah, they'll like walk around a corner and they are gone. They come back later, but whether you start asking or you start follow somebody, I'm not sure, but you do eventually find that there is actually a secret door over here, and it leads to an entrance into those tunnels, by the way. So you find out that some students just go down there to study, some to try to talk privately, just get away from everything. Or the backyard is another popular place that they hang out. But so yeah, you definitely can take some time and start mapping those out, trying to figure out which ones go to which classes, because they have kind of entrances all over the school. It's like a little hidden network.
Pretty helpful considering it's raining all the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
True.
Oh yeah, good point.
True.
So you work on that. You're mapping that out. You're starting to draw it out. And well, let's study. You guys want to roll for a study?
Well, I actually have a question for Zoe.
Yeah.
Fire away.
How far along was your wife?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if this is like 2 months of time, I'm pretty sure that he has a kid.
Oh.
That his wife
No
gives
time for
birth
school.
at some point in these 2 months.
That is crazy. I didn't realize she was that close for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, she was pretty pregnant.
It's good.
I don't know about
you are
halfling
a father.
gestation periods, but I'm gonna assume they're somewhat.
It's actually
close
9
to.
years.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume they're not more like 9 months.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I don't know.
We didn't have a budget for a big episode, so we just filmed it off camera, and then we're just gonna reference.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
respect that.
I'm gonna edit it in later. And so you have a child, son or daughter?
Son.
Son. What's his name?
Ooh.
Cordy 2.0.
Cordy 2.0. No, his son's name is he has a son, and his name,
His name
is
Is it is?
is.
Did you have it planned out already?
I'm sorry, I froze. My camera froze. You didn't. Oh, I said it. You guys are gonna have to go
Sure.
back and.
Should we all clap again?
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, at least it's recorded, so it's going to be there.
Oh no, the
in the episode.
recording paused.
Oh,
it was weird. It was really weird.
Oh.
You guys didn't
But we
catch
kept
that?
everything else. Okay,
No.
cool.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Was it Gun your son?
Gun, my son. No. His name is.
It's Izzo. H to the Izzo, G to the Izzo.
Oh. I'm really bad at names.
Well,
I don't know if you caught that, but yeah.
Well, I heard halflings don't name their children for the first 2 months.
Oh,
So
perfect.
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
should be okay. It's a naming ceremony by the family.
Yeah. It's a month or two after. Quickly Google's names.
So did you go to do you go to a midwife, or do you go to a school magician and they teleport them out of the stomach? Like, how does it?
No,
That's one good
It's
tactic.
far more traditional. I mean, there's some amount of medicine, and there is a midwife, but there's no magic like that involved.
Except for the
Yeah,
magic
Gordy
of
has
life.
Right.
Yeah.
The miracle of life is involved, but not arcane magic.
Gordy has a medicine check, right?
Gordy is skilled in medicine, yeah.
And is your midwife.
And he
Go
may
ahead,
or
make
may
that
not
canon.
be the midwife, yeah. It's true.
With such a soothing voice that he has, of course he's the midwife.
Push.
Keep pushing. You're doing well. Keep pushing.
Oh man. All right, so no name yet. No name.
I'll come up with one.
And- Did we say boy?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
girl? I can't
definitely
remember.
a boy.
Definitely a boy.
did Gordy get the placenta, or did you give it to the butcher?
Oh, that's a good question.
Right.
That we
good
all
fertilizer,
debate.
yeah.
Yeah, isn't it good fertilize? We fertilize the farm with it. Yeah.
Return to
Lovely.
the earth.
Return to the earth, exactly.
How wholesome.
And gross.
Lovely. Okay, that's great. So you have a child. You are with child. You took probably a little fraternity leave.
Fraternity leave.
Isn't that the male maternity leave? No.
Paternity.
Paternity leave.
Is it the male version of it? No, I don't. No. So you took probably a little time off or worked remotely, you might say.
You know what? I know the name. I got the name. Zachariah.
Taking Zach Araya.
Yeah.
Full name. No Zax allowed.
I think
So
that
go
was
by Raya.
that was a good strategy move because I think Eric just bombed that name, so then it doesn't have the opportunity to use the child's name later on in life.
Right. He's going to go by Za. It'll be Zo and Za.
Zoenza, exactly. Yeah.
It's like in our fantasy football league, Allie wanted to name our kid Oliver, and I was like, no, that's my
Nope.
fantasy football name, so can't do
Yeah.
it.
Can't be done.
Well, they have very little chance of your wife wanting to name your child any names that are in this story. So you should be okay.
I think Corsican's a great name. What are you talking about?
I do too. But we just don't do fantasy names anymore.
Klaus is pretty
Zachariah is
solid.
plausible.
All right,
Klaus
I
could
want to
work.
roll for my education. Education. Okay, so I'm gonna copy Otua, and I'm gonna be Tempest Sun Majors and the Bro one. Emerald Bros.
And which is your primary? Tempest Sun?
That's performance and intimidation. I have +6 on both of those. So yeah, sure, let's do Tempest Sun.
All right.
I'm
so
sad I
that
don't
is
get
what you're going to roll.
Zunjati.
You're going to roll
Okay. Big money.
big money.
So I'm gonna get a +6.
All right. DC 16.
Oh, awesome. I got 11, so 17.
Oh, perfect. All right. You gain 1 level. You are level 1 Tempest Sun Mage.
And where do I mark this? In my head.
Yeah,
in your head.
note.
I wonder if there's, I guess in your notes. But
Okay.
and during this time, you're going to learn warfare lore that you can add to your character sheet.
So basically, you learn about warfare, and now you have some more specific knowledge about that.
Sweet.
You want the list? Is that what you're going to ask for?
Yeah.
Yep. Not a problem. Put it in chat.
This might have been helpful 20 minutes ago.
Beforehand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
I meant
move
to
my
do it
lights
before-
since I'm assuming this is gonna be edited out.
Yeah, it will be. Why can't I not add it to chat?
That's a good spot for the Happy Gilmore, the Wedding Singer clip of cut in. Information could have been useful to me yesterday.
Yeah.
You'll see it in post.
Yeah.
Or listen to it in post, listeners. Thank you.
I can't. Do you have restricted that to add files to chat? Perhaps.
On Zoom? You can
Yeah.
add files on Zoom. I don't think you can ever do that.
Oh no. Okay. Maybe I'm just
You
using
could always do it
Teams.
to
and the,
Slack.
Teams, you can.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'll put it in Slack.
Also, Wedding Singer is one of the only movies I've watched that had Adam Sandler in it that I've enjoyed.
Oh my God.
What?
No,
Really?
don't even
That
go here.
saddens
yeah,
me.
It saddens me as well.
I'm
No, I mean that's the best
Yeah.
Adam Sandler movie, except for Happy Gilmore, maybe.
Oh, I don't know about that either.
That's pretty good too.
I
Wait,
mean,
I
what's
pity
the
your life.
what Adam? I hate. I don't think I want to know. But what Adam Sandler movie comes to mind for you?
I'm a big.
I like Big Daddy.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Big Daddy.
That's a good one.
So
Yep.
I've wanted to go to Hooters my whole life and still have not been.
You've been to Hooters?
It's on my
That's
to-do
such
list.
a good. That's
Bucket
such a good excuse for the podcast. For you, we should all go to Hooters on your behalf.
We're down for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so thoughtful of
Support
all of
It
you.
you.
is so
I don't think there's-
disappointing. It is so disappointing going to
No,
Hooters.
no, it's not. There are sponsors. We're going to record 100th episode there. It's going to be great.
Billy.
Matt's working on the college funds here.
Billy Madison, I guess.
Gotcha. Billy Madison. What's the one where he raises the kid? That one's
Big Daddy.
Big
That's
Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Oh, it's Big
Yeah.
Daddy. Oh yeah, that one is probably my favorite.
I'm a big
Yeah,
fan
it's
of Billy
pretty
Madison too, though.
good. Me too.
Yeah.
It's silly.
Josh,
and
you
dumb,
don't
but I
like
it.
Adam Sandler? Like early Adam Sandler? Oh,
I mean, I watched all the movies that are being mentioned, and I liked Billy Madison when it first came out, but I've gone back and rewatched it.
why?
Little Nicky, I hated it.
Oh, Little Nicky was weird.
Little Nicky was a little bit of a yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
That,
I think-
yeah, that was a little weird.
What's the one, Mr. Deeds, where he becomes like a millionaire or
I
something?
kind of.
Yeah.
I kind
That's weird.
of. It was like
I like that one too.
it wasn't.
That's also a
terrible.
remake, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, sure.
That he was just put in.
Okay.
But not in like a. I was just saying, like I don't think he controlled the production of it. I think he was just an actor.
Oh, 50 First Dates is later, but that's a pretty
Yeah,
good
I'll,
movie.
I'll dabble.
I like that
I'll
one.
dabble some rom coms. I like that. Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Have you listened to
we
any
get
of
back
his
on point?
albums? His comedy albums are pure genius.
So.
Pure
I
genius.
I listened to the one that my brother brought home, and the piece of shit car, whatever
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
one
yeah.
that's from. Yeah, I listened to that entire album a bajillion times because of my brother.
How about sex or weightlifting.
Is that the whole thing, or are those two different songs?
It's a skit that's it's so good. It might be sex or exercise, I forget, but it's like it's really funny. He goes around asking people if a tape that he's playing is people having sex or people working out.
That's pretty solid.
I haven't heard that.
It's so good. It's so good. Oh my god. Adam Sandler is a gem. Oh yeah, Zoe is gonna study his rain scribe, and so he
Still working. Okay.
From
So
Gordy.
From Gordy.
Can
Does
Gordy roll an aid check?
Is he helping him study every night?
I mean, he would 100%.
Like flashcards?
Yeah.
What is this?
Yes. Exactly.
We can do it. I'll allow it on a study, but not on a cram.
All right. It's a DC 20
Just because-
to aid, so at this level, it might be unlikely to actually happen.
Can
might as well give it a shot.
Zoe take a -1 on his roll for fatigue for the baby in the house study?
I think that's fair. If you get,
I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. Yeah.
if you're getting,
Well,
Or maybe Gordy's taking care of the baby while you're studying on your own.
and that's why you don't get a -1.
Ooh.
It's kind of
Yeah.
like an 8.
Yeah. I mean, Gordy is his own person.
I'll leave that up to you.
I think I'm gonna roll for the aid, and Zoe is also gonna get a -1 to the roll. So I think that makes the most sense. Gordy's
Okay.
trying to help him study, but Zoe is taking care of the baby and exhausted. So I like the balance of both of those things. So
Let's do it.
all right, so he's studying for his rain scribe, and he is going to roll a nature check. So first, I'm going to roll to see if Gordy aids. DC 20 here to see +1 for the aid. Nope. That is a 16 for Gordy, so doesn't
Not
aid.
quite. Would have passed the DC.
Would have passed the DC. But Zoe, let's see, he'll get a -1 on this, so he's rolling his nature as well here. Oh, yes. Natural 18, so that is a 23, I guess, because
Nice.
the -1. So
Almost a crit.
Oh.
All right, that will be you level up. You, even with all your tiredness, you are pretty quick on this and learn more about the rain scribes. You get, as a rain scribe, a lore of a specific terrain of your choosing, such as forest lore.
okay. I think does jungle work for you? Because I think it's pretty much all he knows. So
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's gonna learn the jungle lore.
And O'Toole, go ahead and roll for your study.
Yeah, we're going to focus on the emerald for this roll, and it's going to be a dice say natural 20.
Oh,
Not lying to Dolph. Actually,
And that is your.
actually what it is.
Yes.
Is that your? So, did you roll society?
I did
curiosity,
society.
or-
Yeah.
Okay, I figured. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you were kind of ahead already in this because of your background and your raising. You're high society.
Yeah.
So you learned a lot of this stuff already. So it was pretty easy for you to breeze through while still hanging out with Ignacy a lot. And you get 2 levels.
Yeah. This is my safety school, guys.
That's right. And you're level 2, so you do get both right away. And you're going to get a couple things. You get your lore, which is going to be a lore of a specific settlement of your choosing, such as a city like Nintambu or somewhere else if you want. And you don't have to choose now. And then for second level, you get what's called Steeped in History. You learn about the history of the branch and Magambia in general. You gain a +1 circumstance bonus to recall knowledge about the Magambia, the tenets or history of your branch, and the members of your branch. So you did some deep dives.
that's pretty cool.
I'm getting immersed in the culture here. So I will learn about my Nintambu local surroundings, and then more about the Magambia.
Nice.
Yep. And now everyone else knows what they have to look forward to for level 2. Corsican, did we roll you? We rolled you, right?
We didn't roll Klaus
Hold
yet.
up.
Yeah.
Klaus. I was like, who are we missing?
Yeah, so I think Klaus, after seeing his options and what they actually mean, is going to do Cascade Bearer as primary and Usanjanti as
Very
secondary. And I'm going to roll Arcana.
Natural 1.
Actually, it's a 10 for a 16.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody got a level. That's strong. So, Cascade Bearers, Klaus, you are level 1, and you get Academia Lore.
Yes.
It is the nerd
Yeah.
frat.
Yeah.
You were right.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
my bad. You are in engineering school.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with engineers.
Nothing wrong with engineering school. Except for linear algebra. That was tough on my soul.
So you said we all make the same money after graduation. I didn't know there's engineers.
As a magical
I
world,
don't need
they're not
money.
worth quite as much.
I'm a
That's right.
Marla.
That's right.
One that doesn't want to be a Marla, right?
That's true too.
Yeah.
Anti-Marla. Cool, nice job. You guys all level up. You get your stuff. You're going through your day-to-day. Corsican, you have a day, from time to time you head back to the bar you used to bartend at. And you have an evening where you're like, oh, I'll stop by and say hi, to the people. It's like cheers, a lot of people there and whatnot. And you walk into this bar and you're walking up to the bar itself to order a drink. And you hear a gruff voice to the left. He's like, oh, the great Corsican. And you know that voice. It is the voice of your old captain, whose name is in here somewhere. No, too many screens.
So in my character dev, I was bartending in Pirates Blood Cove.
Oh, okay. No, I changed that at the last minute because I was like, why wouldn't you just go back to the bar? That's why. I knew there's a reason I wrote around that. So yeah, no, you just in a bar. You stop at a bar.
Just go to a bar. Why not? On my way home from studying all the tunnels, I pop out by a bar and I'm like, I am thirsty. Okay, so then
Probably something that you've gone to before. Maybe you're regular at.
yeah.
And yeah, so this guy, here he is. Okay, Rackham. You knew him as Captain Rackham. Berthal Rackham. And he's the great Corsican. And he turns his face and some things have changed about him. He now has an actual eye patch, like a pirate. Like he lost an eye. And he looks like he has more scars on him. Like he just looks a little more weathered and beat up. He's like, are you going to run away again?
Rackham, good to see you. You're looking good, plus or minus an eye or two. Run away? What are you talking about? I'm not sure what you mean.
He says, you bailed on me. He says,
It was a mutual understanding. I left a note.
you left a note.
Yes.
Yeah. I love a good story, but not one that cost me an eye. And when he points to his eye, you also see he's missing 2 fingers. And fingers. You left me high and dry.
Well, I do apologize for that, but duty did call, so I had to skedaddle. But, let me buy you a drink and we can talk it out and see if I can make it up to you in any way.
He says, you owe me more than a drink. And he kind of reaches down towards his sword belt.
Oh, lovely. What are you picking up like a flask that you have? Or?
I'm going to roll a perception for you here.
Yeah. He's definitely just taking the flask out. He doesn't want to pay for the house prices.
Absolutely.
BYOB.
You see him look a little bit over your shoulder, and you look back, and there is looks like 2 other guys who are kind of ready to stand up from the bar behind you.
Okay, so where is the door? The exit?
Exit is right where you came in.
And is Rackham between me and the exit, or
No, he is not.
Okay. Oh, it is a good opportunity to just kind of like beat them down a little bit and whatnot. But I think I'm just gonna play it safe since I have a lot of.
He's got 1 eye and 3 fingers.
Yeah, he's got 2 goons next to him.
Take him.
You got your new attack rolls.
I guess it would be boring if I just ran away, huh? Okay, fine. I'll draw my
Up to
sword.
you.
Just die, Coruscant. Just die. Come on.
Yes, you're.
Don't be peer pressured by the bros, okay?
It's a 1v3. Just
yeah.
It's 1v3.
Not good odds.
You're a student at the school. You know, whatever you want to do is fine with me.
All right. Fine. I will play what I originally said. I will back up towards the door.
Okay.
I will show them my beads and say, I found a new path. I'm happy to tell you about it. Like, let's find a positive solution out of all of this instead of just, making things worse.
He stands up and he looks like he's going to draw a sword. But the bartender pulls the sword behind him,
Nice.
on his back, and says, "Drop the weapon, mate." And he slides it back in his sheath, and he kind of nods to his 2 guys, and they slide through his back. And he says, "This won't be the last time we see each other, I don't think."
You're a far ways from your usual route. What brings you out here? As I slowly back away more.
He says, "Well, if I still had a ship, maybe I'd be on the sea."
Oh, snap. Okay. Well, I gotta go to class, so I'll talk to you later.
You walk out, and they do not seem to follow you out of the bar.
Okay. That was rough.
I thought I knew you, Coruscant. Jeez.
Excuse me?
I thought I knew you, Coruscant. Seems like you got some stolen valor or something, man.
Well, everyone came here for a reason.
Yeah.
You know?
Not stolen valor.
Go ahead.
Has Corsican made it public that he's from the Blood Cove, or that he was part of that lifestyle, pirating
not
lifestyle?
on this public podcast necessarily to all of you, but I would imagine in late night drinking sessions that a more polished version would have been communicated, such as I was a sailor, and then I would probably provide that background. But not the reasons of leaving.
The only reason I ask is because the pirates from Blood Cove were actually used to help keep the country that Klaus is from under colonial rule, so they don't really get along.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if I would have mentioned that I was a pirate.
Okay, that's
or
okay.
Like a
I mean, if you're from the
sailor.
Blood Cove,
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I like that dynamic. Let's explore that.
Yeah.
I'm not a pirate, but my captain is.
I just listen to the captain.
Well, I joined the sailing life at a young age where I was easily impressionable and misled. So yes, that was actually kind of what happened. But maybe we can
dive
develop that a little later
after we're not as rusty.
Corsican never inhaled.
Never.
Of course, kind of Clinton hanging out. So yeah, it sounds like you may explore this if you want to or not. So it looks like he found you. All right. So first of all, no one else knows this. Do you tell anybody, or do you just kind of keep that?
No. This is kept down, locked down.
Keep that under the cuff. All right. Another random morning towards the end of your term here, first term. Fading from black, it's you, Zoe, and you are feeling so peaceful, and you're laying on your back, and your eyes are open, you're looking up, and above you is the beautiful sky, like some nimbus clouds. The sun is not right above you, kind of to an angle, so it's not too bright, but it's beautiful outside, warm, and you're kind of like moving. And you look over to your left or your right, and you're actually floating in the water, staring at the sky. It looks like down a river, and so just gently floating. And then you look down and you realize you're actually a boat.
Oh.
And that Gordy is riding you. He's in you, and he has a paddle with his long arms, and he is paddling you down the river. And then he starts paddling faster and faster. And then the waters get a little bit more rapid. And then you hear a noise behind you, and you can't quite see. You're trying to look. You're starting to get anxious. You're like, what am I hearing? It's getting louder and louder. He's paddling faster and faster. And you finally look over, and it's a waterfall. And he is paddling you right off this waterfall. And you both go over the waterfall, and bang! You crunch down, and your eyes open, and you're in a bedroom. You're in your bedroom, and your wife is next to you, and she's sat up quick, and you realize one of the legs of your bed or something broke because the whole top of the bed is back and the feet are still sticking up, if that makes sense.
I'm sorry. What, were you awake? Are you okay?
Yeah, I don't even know you did your wife's voice last time, so I'm not sure. I'll just do a, hey, yeah, I'm fine. What happened? What happened to the bed?
I don't know. I just had a real bad dream that I was kind of helpless, and Gordy was driving me over a dangerous path. And then I woke up and the bed is broke.
Yeah. I don't care about your dream, but could you look at the bed? What happened? Did you? I told you to buy that nicer bed.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to get that. Well, hey, now it's a good excuse to invest in a new bed. Why not? Maybe Gordy can sleep on it with us.
Now you know the rules. Gordy cannot sleep with us.
All right. All right, I understand. I'm sorry.
Gordy's
about
looking
that.
in the window from outside.
I just can't quit you, Gordy. I just had a premonition that you're going to lead me astray, but like, come on.
It's a part
First
of
thing
it.
you think
It's
of.
a part of it.
So the bed is
Yeah.
falling. The front legs of the bed by the headboard are broken, and you're in bed. So you can't stay laying there, I would imagine.
Yeah, this is pretty uncomfortable. Let me go out and get some spare wood that we have in the barn and prop this up. And tomorrow we'll have to go and get a new bed. I'm sorry. I'm real sorry about this.
So okay, better be good. I don't want to fall again tonight. She looks a little frazzled. Her hair's all frizzy. So you go get the wood. You come back in and you look at his leg, and it is termites all over the leg where it broke open, and they're like going in a perfect circle. Like they gnawed a perfect circle out of the leg, and it fell off that way.
Oh, this is weird. This almost looks kind of like not something termites would normally do. That's a little strange.
She said, "Termites? I am not sleeping in this bed."
Okay. Yeah. Where are you gonna go sleep then?
So I sleep on the couch.
All right.
But you need to check it for termites.
Yeah, I will. I'll go out there and check, make sure everything's okay.
All right, you guys work it out and sleep where you need to, and go buy yourself a new bed. And it's kind of been on point with what's been going on at your house. You've just seemed to have a lot of insect issues along with your daily issues recently. A lot of ants coming in. You found like one day a wall on your bathroom was covered with grasshoppers. You found your sink one time was filled with like ladybugs. It's just very odd situations. Not one or two. It seems to be groups of bugs coming together.
Is there any sort of like knowledge check that I could do? Could I do a nature check?
Nature check would be fine.
To try to understand? All right. Is it recall knowledge? Do you want to do a secret roll?
Yep, absolutely. What's your bonus?
+6.
+6. I probably should use my good die. You don't know nothing.
All right.
No, it doesn't make any sense to you.
That's fair.
At all.
That's fair.
Never seen anything like it.
Okay.
So the eeriest part about that entire sequence is there was no baby crying. It was utterly silent in that respect.
I didn't mean to say that, but then I figured, you know what? I didn't say it, so the baby just slept through it. You're fine.
All the new bugs, I also assume this is a Damien situation? If anyone's familiar with the Omen, I know it's very, very niche, but I think you have a possessed child.
No, that was creepy. Yeah, no,
Zah is
I
possessed.
That makes sense now. Zah. Zah, wasn't that the bad guy in Ghostbusters?
No, it's a type of food you eat.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
The Zah?
Oh,
Pizza?
Oh,
Isn't that what some people say?
Zaz.
oh boy.
Yep.
Okay,
You're welcome.
that was tough.
I was debating back and
Making me hungry.
forth between a joke about. Remember the last time we broke this bed?
That went through my head too. Actually, that's
It's
funny. you
about
said
9
that.
months ago.
Matt, are you referencing the time freshman year?
Oh no, I was just role playing. But yeah, that also.
Okay.
You guys
Dorm
broke a
bed?
bed. Go on.
Yeah.
They were also role playing
when
at the time.
we're at our live show, viewers, remind to come up to the table and talk to us about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's for the $5 members only. I'd be so rude to edit content based on, well, yeah, I guess it is what it's behind the scenes or something.
Yeah.
Extended play. Cool. So
Director's cut.
that happens, and coincidentally, about a week later, you actually all get pulled by one of your teachers. You get requested to meet her in the office. It is Kareed.
For our listeners, she has silver earrings and a silver necklace with a gigantic ribbon bow hat that's red and gold. Is that her?
That's her.
Yeah, it looks very stylish. They're big hoopy earrings too.
Oh, yeah.
Like statement piece.
They are. She dresses very colorful. You notice most times she often misses teaching class as well. So, but a lot of the
So
students
she's our
love her.
favorite teacher.
She is, yeah, for that reason. She's direct, she's laid back, she says what she wants. So it is a little odd. You guys have never been pulled to her office before, but you guys are. And her office is in the Heron archives. So you've kind of learned as you came around that there's the first 10 buildings on campus were each named after one of the original 10 magic warriors, just like the 10 statues around campus. So very steeped in history. She's in the Heron archives. Not super important, but just so you know. And you walk in, it's a little bit dusty, and there's heavy curtains over the windows. She keeps it very dark in here. It's a large office, and there's several like low light oil lamps. Around there's just a dizzying variety of glass encasements, and they're filled with insects and reptiles, live and on pins. She has a large cage hanging in the corner. It holds a small and surly vulture. And the bookshelves are stuffed with papers, scrolls, tombs, and pretty orderly piles. Shadow boxes on the walls hold dead insects pinned open to display their inner anatomy. So she is clearly into, is it botany? No. Biology. Thank you. Thank you, Randolph. Thank you, me. I was like, I know my grandfather was professor in this, but I cannot remember. So that was sorry.
Recall knowledge.
Granddad, he's rolling. Yeah. I failed. I rolled a 2. So anyway, she says, oh, thank you guys for showing up. Glad to have you here. Listen, as you know, I'm the insect expert here. And she's like looking for a scroll in her coat. She puts it in her hairpiece while she's talking. She says, this means that when the school has a bug problem, they like to make it my problem. And since you're the group that are still in the prerequisite period, I'm making it your problem. Something, or more likely several unrelated somethings, have been disturbing insects in the Magambia. So it could be unrelated, it could be coincidental, but insects are having weird reports from around the school. Enough to threaten the ecological balance if left unchecked. And Anchorroot and a few others have told me that something seems to be agitating them. And she does seem a little concerned about this. She's like, I noticed it in my own insects, but this is becoming a school-wide issue. Here's what I need you to do. She grabs another scroll out of her jacket, and she hands it to you here's a list of locations. Just go to each location and take note of the reports of strange activities. Collect some insect samples for me. and take immense care in collecting the samples. Further disruptions could cause the very problems I'm trying to avoid here. So just keep it careful.
Are the animals, are the samples dead or alive when we bring them in?
Alive, please.
All right.
Dead won't help me a whole lot. I won't be able to monitor, their activity.
All right.
Also, remember to wash thoroughly before returning these to me. Wash your hands. And she says, yeah, that's all you guys need to do. Did you have any questions?
Yeah. Maybe I can come back another time. But I've been having a lot of problems with insects in my house. They've been doing some real weird things. Now that you mention it, like there's some grasshoppers kind of all over my walls. There's the termites. They ate perfect circles out of my bed legs. It's just. Do you have you heard about these things? Could you potentially help?
I'm new to these parts, but I'm kind of picking up a little bit more after my stellar rolls, by the way, about the history and the everything going on here. So is this like a frequent thing that happens over time in the area?
Well, it's never happened to me.
This is definitely different, and we're not sure what it is. But listen, premature conclusions are the bane of logical evaluation. So go, first of all, record what you've seen. If you can get some samples from your house, that would be fantastic. And then go to these other locations, get the reports, collect some samples, and we should have a better idea what's going on here.
All right, now when you say samples, what are you trying to get? Like
you said termites?
Yeah, what termites, grasshoppers, ladybugs, that kind of thing.
Several things. That's unusual. Yes, whatever you can sample from those, if they're still there, or I imagine you're cleaning them out as you go. But if you have anything left, or you see another one, collect a sample of that bug, please.
Oh, you want us to bring you bugs?
Yes, I love bugs.
Okay, like in a jar.
Like in a jar, yes.
Or
do you need jars?
Or a pillow.
Yeah, pillow. What kind of? How do you want these bugs?
No, chickens go in pillows.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So a jar would be preferable.
Okay. Do you have any?
I do, but mine. I like mine, and I don't really like dirty hands touching my stuff. If you wouldn't mind, you could head down to the place where you buy bottles. What is that guy's name? What's the?
I was hoping you would tell
name?
us.
No, his name's Zoe, isn't it? Doesn't he have like an identical name to?
Yeah, you should know this. Go down to Zoe.
No, that's me. I also jars.
Is there no such thing?
I think you sell plants, don't you?
So, how many hours did you sleep last night?
About 3.
All right. You take a back seat on this one, maybe.
The powder pile. Head down to the powder pile. The student supply store.
Oh yeah.
Go see Zoe.
Oh wait, me? What?
Yeah,
Zoe with
Zocon.
X.
Zocon.
Oh, Zocon. Yeah. Okay. I know him.
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
Yep. I forgot.
And get some bottles there. Yes. I mean that's what he's there for.
Okay. All right. We can do that.
Popping bottles.
All right. Perfect. Any other questions? You look down the list there. It says, she says, not on the list is Spire Dorm. Make sure you go, if he's there, go talk to Anchor. Anchor will talk about his centipedes too.
Her.
Yeah, I was about to say, Anchor's
Yes. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I always mix that up. Gnolls are so, it's hard to tell. Androgynous. Leshy Gardens are on there. The speaker's stage, the kitchen, and that's it.
Yeah, I want to go to the kitchen first, get some snacks from our friend out there.
Mango? That's where we got the mango.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember the last time you went to a benign location, the laundry room?
Yeah.
Well, I won't go in first.
Maybe we'll be a bit more coordinated this time.
I did get more experience points from that, though.
True.
It's going to be Berthal hanging out in the kitchen with stirring up mac and cheese with his 3 fingers.
He did love mac and cheese. Many nights and moons making that mac and cheese for him.
That'd be
Was it
pretty
cracked?
intimidating if we showed up and he was there.
Stirring with his fingers.
Yeah, stirring with his fingers, just staring
left.
at us. Like, ugh. Speaking of mac and cheese, have you guys ever? There's a fantastic College Humor game series where like the first one, it's like the whole premise is these guys show up for this game show and they don't actually know the purpose of being there at this game show. And this first one, it's so good. It's all about oh man, I can't remember the name now, but I'm gonna have to look it up because it is the best thing in the world. And one of it is like making the sound of mac and cheese being stirred.
Yep.
I think I've probably showed, or Sam and I have showed you this, Lorna.
Yeah, I've watched this.
Like, yeah, it's so good.
I don't know. I think I may have found it on my own.
You? Okay, cool.
For our underage
right.
listeners, I think the sound of mac and cheese being stirred is an SFW.
It's called it's called Game Changer, and
Game Changer.
the best one is the sound impression challenge. That one is I die laughing every single time. I can't. It's amazing, absolutely amazing.
I'm more of a actually kind of guy.
You would be.
I know.
I should. Yeah.
Knew it.
A what type of guy?
There's a game that a trivia game that they play on that called actually, and they basically just ask
nerds.
Yep. Which I helped kickstart the board game, so I have that coming eventually. No one will ever want to play, but that's fine. I'll have it, and I can question myself. Great.
That's good. That's good. You'll be entertained for hours.
Yep, I know.
And I have. So, where did you guys want to go first?
I think we need to go get those jars from. Yeah.
Powder Pal.
Cool. Yeah, I'll hand away the jars for you. You get the jars. He hands them out for the assignment. No big deal. She was just being hard-headed.
So, thank you. So,
Hey, no problem.
What you got to go next?
Let's go to the dining hall. I think Coruscant was getting a little rumbly and a tumbly.
A little peckish.
Yeah. A little peckish. Let's get some mango.
Yeah, Otua put some mac and cheese in his jar.
And it might help attract all the bugs we need later.
All right, so you head on over to the dining hall. And out in front of the dining hall, Lamusi is out there, and she is handing out mangoes to students, but not letting them in the building.
Uh-oh. Moosey, what's going on? Why can't we go in?
She's, oh my goodness. It is something crazy. I've never seen anything like it. She says, I don't want this to get out to the other students. In fact, I probably even can't tell you. Never mind.
No, we've actually been sent on a mission by another teacher to find out what is going on.
Oh, really?
Yes, would you like to see the scroll?
Oh, yeah. Oh, great. She got my message. Good. Sometimes she doesn't reply to emails. So fantastic. So she sent you guys. Well, I'm glad you guys got it, but you can't tell anybody. Listen, we have this unusual situation. We've been seeing a lot of mites recently, more than usual, and usual is none at all. Just a short time ago, I received a large basket of a fresh cassava. Delicious. And when I opened it, there were so many mites on it, I dropped the basket, spilling this cassava and the mites everywhere across the floor. I asked my assistant, Abina, to sweep up the mess while I stood and helped people out. So she's in there cleaning right now. But yeah, we're very careful about not having any sort of bugs in here, and we have methods for that. And there really shouldn't be anything. So I don't know what the problem is.
So y'all just have some bugs, and like you're kind of freaking out a little bit about bugs.
Mites, yes. I hate bugs. I don't allow any bugs in my kitchen.
I mean, yeah.
Well, that's why your food's so good.
Yeah, exactly.
Where did your shipment of the delicious food come from?
From the market, where it normally comes from.
Same vendor.
Same vendor, yeah. They drop it off.
Oh, weird.
Same delivery person.
I would assume so. I did not see him.
Okay.
I mean, it's a lot of
I could
mites,
think
But
of.
not the same location because it shifts every day.
but different market.
Okay.
All right. Well, I have no more options or ideas.
You did mention that you took extra precautions. What are those?
Yeah, we do a couple things. We use some magical enchantments. I don't do that. I'm not into the magics. So what I do is I place copper coins in jars by the window. Keeps out bugs. And then also we use a magical infused lemon flavored solution, not flavored, lemon smelling solution. Don't drink it to mop the floors and clean all the pots and whatnot.
Yeah, no, I do the same exact thing, and I've been getting bugs in my house too. It's weird.
Really?
Yeah.
You have copper pieces in jars? I don't remember seeing those.
Oh, you gotta look.
Well, it's
you
in the
gotta look
kitchen.
real hard. Yeah.
Oh. Might be.
I mean, I
Next
don't.
time I'll look closer.
I don't really label them with copper on the outside of the
But
jars.
don't forget, if you do want a job, I do hire students. So feel free to come by and work if you need some extra cash.
Oh yeah, I got my.
If you
own.
want to see the
I
kitchen,
got my own job, but thank you very much.
raising a child.
Because of inflation, maybe they don't not satisfied by copper anymore. So what if we try putting some silver out there?
That's not a bad. I don't know if they're wear mites, but that could help.
Yeah.
O'Toole makes it rain some silver pieces.
You just throw silver pieces at this woman.
Klaus
Oh, in the
picks up the
windowsills.
silver
In
pieces.
the-
Here, take it.
She bites it, puts it in her pocket.
All right. Yeah. I mean, we'll go inside and take a look for you if you don't mind. I mean, I'm not really scared of bugs or anything. I think we can handle ourselves.
You've got to get a collection or a sample as well.
Yeah. True. We have to do that too.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Go on back there. I'll let you take a look, get some samples and whatever notes you need to take. Hopefully Kareed can help us out with this. So you guys head back to the kitchen. You haven't been back there, but you kind of know where the door is, and you've never looked in. You look in here, and it is filled with. It's a big wooden island in the middle, and it has like a bowls on it and with stews and water, and then there's stuff cut in the middle, and little barrels, and then on the corners like a hearth that's the heat's coming out of. That's probably where she does cooking. It has like a little thing you open and put your food in, like oven style, fireplace oven.
I'm sorry. Did you say hearth?
I did say hearth.
Okay.
I meant, I don't know if that's right. Hearth. Well, it's in the Galarian. it's the earthen hearth, so they call it a hearth.
Ah, okay. They like to shorten it.
Yes.
Okay.
Them for men and women. It's a hist. If never mind. Dad jokes are coming out today. So anyway, yeah. So you walk in, and I'm going to allow everybody to roll their own perception check.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Okay. So Gordy got a 7, and Zoe got a 21.
Oh, nice. Korsica,
I got an 8.
8. Not bad. Yeah, it's bad.
That's
actually.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
10 plus 5 is 15.
15. All right. Math is good, Josh.
Klaus also got an 8.
8 it is. Okay. So really just, now was it Zoe you said or Gordy?
So
Zoe.
Gordy rolled poorly.
That's right. Zoe, maybe it's because you're close to the ground, but you see like out back by the hearth, there's a big pot, like a pretty large pot with a lid on it. The lid is rattling. And you hear,
Oh, okay. Hey, guys, I think there's someone in that pot. And Gordy Zoe will rush over and go take the lid off the pot.
Zoe rushes back over there, takes the lid off the pot, and there's a woman inside, and you assume it's her assistant, Bina, and she says, "No, I said don't come closer to the centipedes." And we're gonna roll for initiative,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna take you to the map. Probably be good.
Just got a nat 20 for initiative. What a waste. But
Is it a waste?
Is it though?
I prefer to do that on a
On an attack
roll.
Yeah, no, that's
but,
true.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, nat 19 on an initiative roll. I'll take that. Still not great.
Oh, this is a tiny, tiny room.
Yep.
Damn, that 18. We're all just wasting the rolls, bro.
It's a good thing we don't have the cameras
Centipedes are
yet.
toast.
Sadly, the picture fell off here, but there's a centipede swarm that comes out from underneath the table.
Oh no.
Beautiful picture you have, Dolph.
It is. They go by C-is.
Oh boy.
What happened?
A natural one for initiative.
All right, we are beginning an encounter here. So Corsican, you saw him roll over there. You heard what she said. Watch out for the centipedes. I will give it to you that you see the centipedes just crawl out from underneath this table here, and they seem to be headed towards Zoe.
Are they normal sized centipedes?
They are, but there's a lot of them.
So they could just engulf small
There's
little
like
Zoe.
hundreds of centipedes like working together, it seems like.
Okay.
Hundreds of
And is that a fire that Zoe is next to?
That's
the
the hearth.
The hearth,
Okay.
as we call it. It's canon.
And okay. All right. And the centipedes are in the middle of the room. Right.
So across the table from you.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's like an
got
island,
it.
a giant 20-foot island.
Okay. Well, I'll refrain from lighting the place on fire. I'm sure that we can leave that as a last resort. So I can't do a tumble through because I'm not near them, and I can't. So what I think I'm gonna do is I don't want Zoe to be there. Can I jump on the table?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Small little. You should have the acrobatics for that
Yeah.
if you want to roll.
I was thinking of grabbing Zoe and then moving back. So at first, I'm just gonna go over there, and I have 25 feet, I believe. So I'll go here, as in closer to Gordy.
Are you like sliding your butt over the table, or actually
I'm
trying
gonna jump. I'm gonna jump. So should I roll for
athletics?
or-
Mhm.
Okay. I got a 13 plus 7, so 20.
20. And you're going to end up on the other side of the table, though, right?
Yeah, on the north side, the top side, a little bit further away from the.
But you're staying on the ground again?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, it's a little different. So high jump has a higher DC, but if you're just going over it, to me, that's you're kind of jumping over it. You could half slide, use one hand or whatever. So I was going to do DC 20 for that instead, which you got. So you slide right over.
Cool.
End up on your feet, and you're ready to roll. One action.
All right. Zoe, do you want me to bring you back to the group, or would you like to stay here and have some first attacks on these little fuckers?
Watch out for the centipedes. I think we should probably save this woman in the pot and
Oh shoot, yeah.
and try to get out of here.
Oh, I forgot about the pot. So the pot is closest to the centipede, so I should go over there and pick her up, or like, is she not able to?
The pot is over there. So I have you in the wrong spot. I apologize.
Okay.
Yeah, you were by the pot.
Okay. In that case, maybe I probably would have moved down here. I think that was
That's
25
fine.
from where.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. So yeah, hey lady, would you like me to help you get out of this pot?
She says, "No, I don't know. They're everywhere. They attack me."
We
She seems
will.
pretty freaked
We'll
out.
protect you. I think we got you. So like, with permission, I'll skedaddle over to the other side.
She says, they're right here. She's like kind of holding the lid down a little bit. They're right here.
That's all right.
You feel like you might have to force her out of there or drag the pot because she does not seem to want to get out with the centipedes right there.
I don't want to force her, so I'll probably just take an attack on the centipedes then.
Okay, cool.
All right, so
you gotta pull your weapon out.
oh fuck, I gotta pull my weapon. So I
that's
only
okay.
moved once. So okay, good.
Yep,
So pull my
you're good.
weapon. Aha. Okay, and I got a 7. So 14.
It might hit. No, it does not hit the swarms.
Okay, well that was wonderful.
You take a couple of them out, but it doesn't seem to do anything substantial. It's slashing a swarm of
Okay. Well, I tried.
they're just moving all over the place. No, it's a good attempt. Good job. You did what you could to get her out of there, and then she wouldn't go. You took an attack. Otua, you're up.
Otua casts illusory object and creates the juiciest, most delicious mango 3 squares north inside the fire hearth there
Inside.
to attract all the centipedes toward that.
Okay, I'll dig that. Roll for mango. So
Yeah.
I think he was joking about the rolling for mango.
Yeah, you don't actually.
okay.
It's
Oh,
yeah.
not an actual
Good,
roll.
good.
Not an actual roll.
Good, because that was a mediocre roll. So
Yeah. Okay.
it's- I'm just thinking since they're insects, how that is going to work. Silent.
Not super well.
Why not? They're like insects. Don't like mangoes.
Well,
Like
So-
bugs crawling all over like sweet sticky fruit.
it doesn't smell like anything.
It's an
Mangoes,
illusion.
they're the juiciest.
The illusory
But
object.
your illusion doesn't.
Yeah, your illusion of a mango does not
Oh,
smell.
so it's not the actual smell; it's just the visual.
Yeah.
versus
Yeah.
the,
yeah.
For now, there's a you can make it a higher level when you get a little
Yeah.
more powerful.
At this level, you're only able to like visually represent things.
Oh, so they can't see it through.
So it's
straight
only
away.
useful for things that use visual senses over other senses.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, they do have tremor sense, of course, but they also have dark vision, so they do see. So I'll certainly give it a chance on their turn. I like the idea. So you cast this, and then what do you do with your third action?
I'm actually productive with my third action, so I will draw a slingshot.
Nice. Just ping him off. I like it. Klaus,
Can
kitchen fight. Kitchen fight, Klaus.
can Klaus see them from where he's at?
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely. There's a lot of them. There's
Yeah.
10 feet by 10 feet worth of centipedes.
Ugh.
Okay, so
It's pretty gross.
Klaus is going to. Are there rocks in the area?
There's a meat
No,
cleaver.
but there's the cleaver. There's
So
the different, apples and stuff. What if
I
you
mean,
want to throw?
we could throw other things. Yeah, I want to cast Scatter Scree, which is basically just
Tell us.
basically pulling a jumble of rocks into an area, or like throwing them into an area.
It's
And-
actually it's a little bit more than that, right? It's not like telekinetic projectile where you take a rock that exists, you evoke rocks.
Oh,
so like you like
oh, touche. Yeah, I guess I
Yeah.
should read it better.
yeah.
Okay, so I don't need rocks to be in the area. Okay, yeah, so Klaus is going to hold out his hand and just like conjure rocks above these centipedes and just like pull them straight down on top of them. And I need a reflex save from the centipede swarm.
Okay, so you create an indoor avalanche.
Yep.
Nice.
And it's actually a
And-
line, so you get to affect a line
Oh,
within
I
30
rolled
feet.
accidentally in the thing. Let me roll.
It's
in real
10-foot
life.
line. So
Yeah,
I mean,
so it's an area. So you have to put it right. So this creates difficult terrain in the place that you put
Oh, they
it.
stay there.
Yeah.
Alright, so-
Yeah.
Got a drink. We said our name.
Oh yeah.
oh,
Cheers.
Oh, hey, water.
yeah. So I'll go ahead and draw a line of difficult terrain again.
Oh,
man.
We're having our own.
Be a really
We're
bad
drinking to our own
drinking
show.
party or drinking game. What's your reflex save, Mr. Centipede?
It's gonna be 28.
Well, that
almost.
saves. That actually critically succeeds. So no damage.
They're so tiny, they kind of bounce around them. I mean, it kills a few, but not enough to affect what's going on.
But I do have one more action, and I'm going to move. Don't think I have. No. Can I acrobatics my way over the table on to be opposite Corsican?
Yeah. Oh, you sure can. Now, you did see it was a fairly difficult save. Do you have athletics?
I have acrobatics and athletics.
Yep. I think jump is
Jump is athletics.
On-
Yeah.
athletics. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just walk around. I'm not too worried. I,
You go to jump, you're like,
I mean, I also like don't even have my sword drawn yet, so
That's fair. Next is the centipedes. Centipedes turns comes up, and I'm gonna roll a die for the mangoes. They do not seem to go for the mangoes.
Weird.
I give it a 1 out of 3 chance. That ain't bad.
so weird.
I assume.
But they do start to covering Zoe and Corsican's faces up. Adena closes the lid tight. She sees them coming up, so they're like crawling up her pot and stuff too, and they're starting to crawl up your legs and bite at your legs. And they are going to roll for swarming bites.
Does difficult
it's
terrain
an
matter at all?
It does matter, but not. They only move
It is not.
10
It is a
feet.
reflex save.
Oh, it's a reflex
Sorry,
save. Yeah.
it's an action, so I was looking for an attack, but it's not an attack. So it's a reflex save for both of you guys.
Ooh, all right. 24 for Zoe.
Nice. Yeah, so you dance around and you kind of shake them off your loose pants.
Corsican.
And what about Corsican? Roll reflex save.
Okay. I wasn't really paying attention. Sorry.
It's okay. You have a bunch of
Okay. I
centipedes
have
crawling up your legs.
12 plus it's like I've lost it in all the different screens.
Oh,
What is
you are
the
plus 10 on reflex.
plus 10? Okay, 22 then.
22. Oh yeah, you also dance around.
Oh, there it is.
You guys both take half damage, though. They are still biting at you.
Okay.
So it's going to be 3 damage.
Okay.
And then I need a fortitude save next from you both.
Wait,
'Cause
fortitude
these are-
after that?
These are poisonous
I have 15.
centipedes.
Of course they
Oh,
are.
no.
23.
23. And of course, you had 15, you
15
said?
total, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Corsican, you feel you feel a little sick, so you take a little additional, like these rashes now on where they were biting. You seem to be allergic to them or something. So you take an additional. Oh, that's a 1d8. Whoops, wrong one.
Supposed to be a 1d20.
1d20. You take an additional 4 damage.
Okay.
That is their turn. Zoe, you're up.
All right, so at the same time that Zoe kind of was like, oh, no, get, what do you, Corsican, careful, they're swarming you. And he's going to take he's going to walk out of the swarm to the east side of the table. So he's going to,
So towards the entrance.
go walk towards the east, back away from the hearth on the other side of the table. And at the same time that he does that, Gordy is going to step up. And Zoe is then going to empower Gordy. He's going to basically cast the cantrip. What's that cantrip called? That cantrip is called...
Power up Gordy.
Yeah, boost Eidolon. And Gordy's going to go ahead and take a swing. Oh, very bad roll. That is a 15 to hit.
15 to hit. That will not hit.
Yeah. So they stepped, boosted, attacked. That is the end of their turn. So we have done nothing to the swarm in this first round.
Not at all. Corsican, you are up, and they are in your space. You seem that you can leave the space pretty easy if you need to at some
Okay.
point. But
So are there a lot on me right now?
yeah, like on your pants. But you feel like if you ran out of the space at some point, it wouldn't be enough to bother you.
I was really looking forward to stop, dropping, and rolling.
You can certainly roll in the swarm if you want and see.
That
I think
seems
you're confusing
risky.
insects with fire.
Well, it would have killed a bunch, but it also hurt me. So I'm seeing a lot of barrels that we could maybe roll on top of them. Do these barrels in the room look like a size and weight that might be problematic for them?
Yeah, you think the ones to the south are
Yeah.
hefty enough where they could give a good
Okay.
smooshing.
Okay. So yeah, I think I'm going to run away, potentially tumble through, if that's possible. I don't think it is.
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah, it
Hell
is.
yeah, tumble through.
You
I
could
got
tumble
it.
through to the south?
You
All
don't
right,
have-
cool,
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
Tumble through the south is fine since you're in the middle of them. That makes sense.
Okay, cool. Excellent. So that's a roll d20 plus 7. That's an 18, so that should be enough. Right, plus 7, excellent. And then I'm going to get down to the barrels on the far south side, away from these little guys. And then I'm just going to grab one and put it on its side and try to roll it down. So I think that might be 3 actions in total, perhaps. You can keep me honest here.
Yep. So you
Okay.
you tumbled through. Is that an
Yeah.
action or is that
Yeah.
part of the move?
Yeah,
it's part of the
that's
move,
an action.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's one total action.
Yeah.
Okay, totally cool. You're gonna go down. You're gonna grab a barrel
Yep. And then
and then roll it. Yeah, you're pretty. So I would say you could do it 2 actions with no check, which means you'd have to you could get ready to do it next turn, or if you want to do it this turn, I just need a strength check.
Yeah, I'll do a strength
pretty
check.
low strength check. You're pretty strong.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do a strength check.
Cool. Okay.
I got a 17. So
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Yep.
Good.
So because you had your sword in one hand, so you basically
Yeah.
go up, and this big half orc comes up, grabs it off the ground, and just rolls it at him. And roll an attack roll. Give me a what is your
I have got a 19.
natural 19.
Yeah.
+8 would be your unarmed attack. Is there a and you're gonna hit either way, but just out of curiosity, is there a negative for improvised weapon in this version?
Yeah. -4.
-2.
Or 2. Yeah, -2.
Either way, you hit him. So
Right,
you didn't.
cool.
I was just seeing if it was a critical or not. So yeah, you didn't critically
Right.
hit him, but you did hit them, and
So
you seem to
1d6.
do area damage on them, which seems to do extra damage on them. By the way, but go ahead and
Okay.
roll your damage, which would be something beastly like that. I will give you like a 1d8.
Okay, cool, because I just rolled really badly on a d6.
That works well then.
Okay, 5.
Okay,
Just plain 1d8. Plus a
damage.
modifier, or that's it?
That is it, since it's not since it's just rolling on its own. So
Okay.
It's ranged.
Well, that
then-
was something.
Ranged attacks don't add modifiers typically.
so some extra damage is done to it because of the size of the weapon you hit it with. So it seems like
Cool.
it about doubled what you.
Okay,
You
so
hit
I
him with.
contributed.
doubled-
And in that
Yeah.
process, I shook off the little ones that were on my legs.
Yep. At least there's not enough to really be bothering you.
Excellent.
So nice turn. Nice thinking on the barrels. I wouldn't have thought of that. Otoa, what you got?
So we've established that centipedes are not visual creatures, but they are more auditory creatures, correct?
They are like so they
Olfactory.
yeah. So yeah, some of that they're tremor sensitive. They test movement, and yeah, then obviously tasting is big for them. I assume it's kind of like ants. I know ants more than centipedes.
Got it. So scrolling down in my capabilities and using my wizard archetype skill of message, I am going to give a very vibracious message to our centipede friends that, hey, there are delicious mangoes in that fire pit for you.
So you need to
I like your
share
dedication to this bit.
you need to share a language, unfortunately, with message.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
okay. With that unused bad spell turn, I will then just cast electric arc.
Nice.
There you go.
I mean,
They do smell as well, by the way. They do use pheromones like ants, so if that helps you, but obviously not. Sorry, I went on a tangent on my own computer.
He was trying to talk to them, but he decided against it.
Fair enough. Oh, that's a good decision.
yeah.
Okay. So if I haven't used any actions, then I will use my slingshot that I drew, and I'm going to try to take a smack at that water bowl on the table and see if I can knock it into the centipede pile before I smash some electric arc on them.
Cool. Okay.
Ooh, smart.
Roll to attack. Your ranged attack.
That is a 12 plus my whatever I get plus by.
+6.
+6.
Cool. All right. Cool. Yeah. Yes. You hit the water in the angle you want. The water flips over and splashes onto them. Water does not seem to bother them.
Oh.
So what you're
No,
Unless I misunderstood what you're trying to do.
I'm just dousing them, and because now that I got 2 strikes left, I'm gonna do my electric arc. So hopefully, water
Oh.
plus electricity gives them a little jolt.
okay. That's cool. I dig that. Yeah.
Okay, so
Not to. Never mind. I won't be that guy.
I'm a big fan of creativity.
Yeah, I know.
because this game is all about there's rule sets, but then there's also like what would really happen. You know.
Can we say it's like a salted broth and not just water?
That works. Yeah. Obviously, be salted. Psh, you kidding me?
Okay, just making sure.
All right. So the reflex save, also another good roll. 25. So yeah, roll your damage for your spell, and they'll take half damage, and I'll give it a +3 for the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1d4 plus 4. 1d4 plus 4. That is a 4. Plus
Nice.
4, so 8, but then minus 3. Or plus.
No, a plus another 3. Yeah.
Plus
so
another
it'll be
3.
11. Nice job.
So half damage
Hell
because
of
I
a roll.
saved is 5 damage.
Yeah. It's true. but still not bad.
Yeah, no,
Very good. I mean,
better than what
the
I did.
best you could do, given that they saved.
Yeah, if they didn't save, it would have been much worse for them. Klaus, you are up, and then the centipedes are going again.
All right. So Klaus is going to move adjacent to Corsican. And I can either do my Magacy thing, or I can just be effective with spellcasting. I think I'm going to go ahead and be effective with spellcasting. I'll go ahead and cast Electric Arc.
All right.
Oh, actually, I take
It's
it back. No,
electric.
I'm going to do Telekinetic Projectile since
Oh, wait,
haven't really been able to-
are they still wet from my dousing
still
of them?
wet.
So
Yeah.
But I'm not using I'm not using Electric Arc. I'm using Telekinetic Projectile.
Cool.
Um,
What do you hit him with?
the bowl that's now on the ground.
All right, that works.
Ooh, so a 22, a dirty 22. If anyone thought it might be natural.
No, 22 hits.
Sweet. That will be.
mortal and pestle.
So Klaus says, just put them in a bowl and put them outside so they'll kill predators.
Ah. So it is only 4 damage.
4 damage. And what type of damage?
It is bludgeoning.
All right, cool. So it doesn't seem to do much anything to them.
Well, on the bright side, though, that's my turn.
All right, fair enough. So it is their turn down, and I'm gonna roll real quick. All right, so they look at the mangoes again. They're like, and they head this way.
The mangoes technically disappeared because Atua didn't sustain them.
Oh, yes. Well, they looked to see. So they looked for them. They're like, maybe those mangoes are worth it. They're like, oh no, they're not there. I don't even know why I rolled for them. And they go over to Gordy, and Gordy, if you would please roll a basic reflex save.
All right. Natural 1.
Ooh.
Natural 1.
Na.
All right. You're gonna take 6 damage,
Okay. Is that doubled?
and that is doubled.
Okay. All right.
And then a fortitude save, please.
Okay.
Lots of poison in this jungle.
25.
25. Yeah, it doesn't seem to affect him very much. Doesn't get through the bark, I guess.
Pretty fortuitous.
He's pretty fortuitous, and they will move. Wow, they can. Swarming bites is one action. I guess they could do it twice, right?
Yeah.
It's just interesting as an action. Okay, cool. Yep. So they will attack again if you hit me with one more reflex save. The only downside is that it's not like you get mapped.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but I think it's rules is written. High roll, 23.
23. Yep. That is a pass, but not a critical. So you'll take 2 damage
Okay.
and one more fortitude save, please.
21.
21. Yeah, you are good to go.
All right.
They're biting them. They're chipping off little pieces of bark and stuff, messing them up. And Zoe, you see your friend here getting chewed up by centipedes. You think you might be next. What are you going to do?
So Zoe will. He's gonna cast. He's gonna kind of take a page from Klaus's book and cast a scatter scree on it to try to mess it up real bad with some stones. So reflex
more stones.
save. Yeah, more stones in this and in that the northern 2 squares of it.
I dig it. No, I need to stop using my good die. 28.
Yep, that is a crit success exactly.
They dodge all the stones again. Stones don't seem to be bothering too much.
All right. So with this last action, Zoe is going to kind of come a little bit closer to. You know what? He's gonna boost up Gordy. He's gonna kind of concentrate and have Gordy kind of do a little bit more damage or attempt to, as he critically fails that attack with a natural 1. So.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a real good turn from the Zoe squad.
Yeah, you break a bottle with some spices in it. It's goes there. More mites come
He's
out.
kind of flailing all around. He can't really. He's too big to hit all these little tiny centipedes. It's not working out too well.
Good at studying, but not good at battling.
It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Corsican, you're up. There is some rocks in front of you that makes it difficult terrain, the white lines. And
fuck.
The centipedes are on the other side of the room.
Yeah, this is a toughie because I would love to throw another barrel since that worked well before. So what I think I'll do is I will grab 2 barrels. I'm assuming I can carry the weight of those.
2 barrels.
You do have a sword in one hand.
Damn it. I will grab 1 barrel. I'm gonna hop on up to where it was before.
There's difficult terrain, so you can only go. There's white lines there.
Yep.
So you can go only, I guess, 20 feet is what it would be.
I think I have panache and double speed though. Does that make a difference?
Yeah, if you can use panache for double speed,
Now, panache gives her a little bit more movement.
using it or just having it.
I have
Having it.
30
Him
feet move.
having
I have
it.
30 feet
Correct.
movement with panache. Yeah.
Okay, great. You're good. So yeah, go 25 then, and you should be good.
Boom. Cool. I didn't actually move. Can I use confident finisher to
Yeah.
throw the barrels at them?
Now, I assume you're gonna roll in a way not to hit Gordy.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, is that going to make it a lot harder?
No, I think you can kind of roll it.
Yeah, because it's a roll. I'm not going to throw it. I'm literally just going
Kinda
to
like this
roll it
way.
over them and maybe roll back.
So
Well-
you can yell at me, but technically, you can't do a confident finisher with something that's not a melee weapon.
Oh, that's what I was wondering. So okay,
Technically,
then
That's fair. I had a feeling.
no confident finish. This might still be the finisher, just not as confident.
I really like these barrels, so I will do that. I already have the barrel. So I'm going to roll that on, which
I
will
will
be...
say a natural one could be devastating for Gordy. So FYI.
Oh, that's okay.
Gordy's pretty hardy.
That's okay. You're good.
He's
Yeah.
trained medicine people here. Okay.
This is what I was calling
16.
it. 16
Natural.
on the die?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, so 22, even with a -2, you hit. Yeah, so you hit these things. So yeah, please roll for, what did we say, 1d8?
Yeah.
It rolls right by Gordy.
2.
Oh, 2.
I gotta work on this D8 here.
Yep, that does suck. So still not bad because you still get the area damage extra. So we will.
what's it?
And is the barrel still
What's
like
in
hanging
these
out
barrels?
there?
Yeah, here's does it break?
Oh
Is it
yeah,
like Donkey
this
Kong?
one. I was just thinking about that before you rolled it. Yeah, so you roll it. It rolls over these things. It hits the back wall, and flour just poof goes everywhere along the back wall. The first one didn't crack open. It just rolled over nicely.
At the end of the day, we're going to realize we're the pests
Yeah,
in the
creating
kitchen.
a mess in this kitchen.
It's like Beverly Hills Cop, where they crash, or Bad Boys 2, where they crash all the cars and ruin everything, and and they're like, "Oh, I got the job done. Arrested him." That's $3 million a day.
Every superhero movie ever.
Yep.
Right. Cool. Nice job. So picked up, moved, rolled. You are golden. Otua, you're up, and Klaus, you're on deck. But Otua, I think, has this.
Are these caterpillars still wet from my bowl of water that doused them before?
Oh,
The
I'm
flour
going to back
probably dried
up
them out.
one. Korsikan, I do need actually you to roll a fortitude save for me for the poison that you have. You are still poisoned. It's okay.
I got a 3 with fortitude.
What's the
Yep.
total?
8.
Plus 4, I
8.
think is
I have a 5.
5. Okay, great. Well, either way, it's not
not
nearly
good.
high enough, and it's
No.
actually a critical fail. I think
Lovely. I love getting beat up by tiny little animals.
it's poisons don't like you.
Our show
Yeah.
run by caterpillars, friends.
All right, so you, the poison is just coursing. Your legs are hurting really bad. But just all this action you're doing, you're going to take 11 damage,
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
and you that leg, you're really favoring your other leg. You're going to be clumsy and flat-footed.
Okay.
Jeez. Clumsy what? Clumsy 1?
1.
Okay. So that's going to be a -1 on all your attacks and to your AC.
Cool. Klaus, you're up. I mean, Otua,
it's
you're up. I went ahead and skipped Otua. Sorry, Otua. Sorry, but they are not wet enough for extra damage anymore. As they moved, it seems to have. They're a little glistening, but you don't think they'll do anything extra.
Otua disbelieves in that statement and still has the fortitude to cast Horizon, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, Thundersphere, Dome, Fire at these motherfuckers. Sorry, for the kids. So.
It's okay. We're all in the basement.
Yep.
So so you have multiple action or multiple options here.
It's just all three of them. Just
Okay.
All three
going at
actions.
them.
Okay.
Just firing at them. My attacks, my spell casting modifier is +8. So it's a 16.
16 total.
16 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Man, you get really excited, but you just blow up a small little container of cinnamon behind them. Just
Luckily,
explodes.
luckily you did the 3-action version, and it deals
so it's
half
at least
damage on a failure.
That's
Oh.
true.
Was it a
Oh,
critical
nice.
failure? Probably not, right? Their AC can't be that high.
16? No, definitely not.
No, it's not a critical failure. Yeah, they seem to be allergic to cinnamon and absolutely take some damage. If you'd like to roll your damage, please.
That's the D6, right?
3d6.
3d6, yeah. So, yeah, the cinnamon is pretty spicy, bro.
That's right.
That's a 5. That's a 4. That's a 5.
Okay, so
That's
14, so 7.
divided by 2, 7.
And what type of damage?
Electricity.
Electric.
It's electricity.
But they're not
Nice.
wet. They're not wet. As we've established.
So they are not wet. And they are starting to really scatter apart. They're very loosely put together. It seems like they are just about to be not a threat anymore.
I was about to get some XP, damn it!
And Klaus, you are up.
All right. Well, Klaus was going to do something else, but he sees that Tua and everyone else has got them on the ropes. Is
Yep.
there wrestling or boxing?
Stolen valor!
So I'm gonna go ahead and move to here just so I can get closer, and then I'm gonna cast telekinetic projectiles. They don't
You
like
hear
the
a small
cinnamon.
voice behind you say, "Be careful."
I got this. Stay in the jar. Pot. And I'm gonna toss a canister of cinnamon at them. Apparently, that's what gets them. So
Nice.
let me roll the attack roll. Ooh, another natural 16. All right, so 22 total.
That hits. Roll for damage.
So that'll be 5, and I'm gonna say that the glass shatters and it's slashing damage.
Slashing damage. There's so few of them left, it doesn't seem to really hurt them at all. Sadly. Sorry.
Is the swarm smaller, perhaps, then?
It's still 10 feet wide, but they have immunities to different
less
types of
dense.
damage. Or not,
Sure.
not immunities, but resistances.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
And it's their turn, unfortunately, and I'm going to roll a die. I didn't think they go again. Nice job, Klaus.
Thanks.
The dice, love you guys.
Oh.
They start coming over here, and I'm going to need a reflex save from Klaus and Corsican, please.
Oh, 13.
13. Not a crit fail.
22.
20.
Not
Oh,
nat.
succeed. So half damage for you.
Okay.
So actually, not a big deal. So 1 damage for Corsican and 2 damage for Klaus.
Oh. Just
You better give me that other damage, Klaus. That's right. Don't be skipping on my damage.
I'm not stingy about the damage, don't worry.
I need you both
I
to
mean,
roll
you've
fortune
been when it
saves.
comes to me attacking.
Actually, you don't need one. Oh, yeah, you do. You're exposed to it again. So
So that'll be a 16 on
16. Corsican?
A 12.
12. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, Klaus, you on the other hand do take 3 damage. Zoe, it's your turn. Gordy,
Was
if you
it-
want to roll a fortitude save for me.
Yeah. Gordy will roll a fortitude save. There we go. That is a 23.
Nice. 23. You are no longer poisoned.
Nice.
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 Nice. But it is Zoe and Gordy's turn.
All right. So Zoe will boost Gordy again, and Gordy will make a strike at this thing with his vines. He's gonna reach out and strike it. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Nice. There we go. All right. Man, I haven't rolled damage for him in a while. What kind of numbers are we talking here?
What kind of numbers we
What kind
talking
of
here?
numbers
Level
are we
2?
talking here? All right.
I hope it's not bludgeoning damage. you're
Gordino.
doing.
It is bludgeoning damage. It doesn't matter. It's all physical damage. They're resistant to, so that's all you can do. Oh boy, natural 1 for that is a total of 6 points of 7. I'm sorry, 7 points of damage.
Nice. That will. Most of it didn't go through, but it was enough to kill this, or at least split this swarm up into pieces.
Nice.
Nice job, y'all.
Klaus immediately opens up one of the jars and like immediately puts some of the centipedes in, closes it off.
Nice.
Good work.
Nice. A couple of them bite you, but you're good.
I'm already poisoned.
Exactly. You're already poisoned. You're good to go. The little pot opens up and says, "Oh my God! Oh my gosh! That was really scary. Really freaked me out." She says, but we'll find out more about it next week.
Oh man.
And we will return to finding more out about insects and biology next week on Difficult DTP NPR.
Oh, we're going in. Oh, this will be fun.
Our new sponsor.
Oh, I didn't know
NPR
that.
sponsors people? No.
You know, they were also nonprofits, so I figured it would be a good partnership.
Good partnership. Yeah.
All right, I'll thank you all so much for playing, and I will see you guys in a week.
See ya.
Bye.